Hi, I'm LaShantee Evans. Today I will be presenting my in person informational interview with Blair Davis, the studio manager at Young Avenue Sound. Young Avenue Sound was founded by Donald and Cameron Mann in 2001. They wanted to create an environment that was versatile and provided the best of digital and analog recordings. The owners of the company intentionally located the business in the Cooper Young Historic District in Memphis, Tennessee, an area home to many artists like Johnny Cash. The studio space is full of midtown charm featuring multiple vignettes, a stylish backdrop, and funky furniture. The company consistently adapts to the ever evolving music industry through their two full service recording and mixing studios. The owners wanted it to be a place where artists and bands could creatively cultivate what was on their minds while working in a creative environment with their producers and engineers. Young Avenue Sounds offers studio rental, event rental, office rental, and on location filming. The company's mission: the Young Avenue Sound offers musicians a great place to create, provides a space that inspires possibilities, and equips people with resources to accomplish just about anything the mind can imagine. The company works with an array of artists like rapper Yo Gotti, the late Bobby Blue Blade, Emmy Award winner Jonathan Picard of Picard Films, and many others, along with local artists. Blair Davis' career took off around 2012, but he has always had a passion for music and management. For years, he's performed at live gigs at churches, events, shows, and along with band performances, which led to attending the University of Memphis for audio recording technologies. While at U of M, he gained experience in archival recordings while working in the music hall on campus creating physical copies for bands and artists to further his knowledge in the recording engineering. As a result, he landed a position at the House of Hayes as a second engineer, working alongside owner Alan Hayes, during which time he was offered a position as a studio manager at Young Avenue Sounds. His favorite thing about working for the company is he gets to do what he loves, which is music, while stepping up in his career as well as occasionally engineering. He's also proud of where his career has led because he knows all too well of how hard it is to do on a small scale, not unless employed by larger corporations like Universal. He loves making a difference in his community and building partnerships to progress Young Avenue Sound's brand. What was his career path in this position? He's worked as a live sound tech, recording tech, intern, AV tech, freelance recording mixer engineer, and second engineer, all before becoming the studio manager at Young Avenue Sounds. At the start of his day, Blair checks emails for booking, putting emphasis on client relations for being consistent, fast, and on point when it comes to fitting the needs of their clients. He explains he is like a spokesperson for the company, making sure people understand who they are while providing superior service. He's the point of contact to anyone who needs to gain access into the building and make sure the company's inventory is stocked, along with keeping great relationships with resources, reps, sponsors, and other partnerships the company collaborates with on projects. Blair says, making sure he keeps the engineers in the groove, so to speak, and assisting them in any way that he can. Blair says whether managing yourself or managing a group of people, the key is to have a firm understanding of recording process in the studio. To create a perfect storm, you must know how people work, engineers, clients, interns, assistants, and making sure that they all are on the same page. Showing a respect for the creative process at the studio environment is treated like a sanctuary, along with having musical and management knowledge. Blair explains he encourages his employees by making sure that there is trust and faith that they can do the job 100% and gives them the praise for a job well done, as well as addressing a problem immediately with employees so that they can fix it quickly or assist them with coming up with a solution. He constantly gives validation to the work of his employees even when they come up short because he knows that they have done the work. How Blair Davis prepares for change. The steps he takes are to first understand the change, review the potential outcome, implement the change, sustain and reinforce that change of what he expects from his employees. Blair said, be honest, don't beat around the bush, keep the lines of communication open, be open minded to have an understanding of where things are coming from, there can be a million different things that could happen in a studio. One button can lead to a catastrophe. Also, working diligently to fix the problem head on. So you're going to need honesty, diligence, open mindedness, compassion, and understanding. Blair harps on the expectation of his clients to allow the engineers to utilize the tools to best accommodate every scenario. In other words, see their strengths and weaknesses both. If you can illuminate those strengths and help them with their weaknesses, the value of that employee will increase directly, affecting the value of the organization. Blair makes sure the communication is open about client projects and fitting what they want by specifically matching them to an engineer's strengths and gentry, if not reevaluating and adjusting to meet somewhere in the middle to get the best results. The factors he uses to evaluate employee performance are time on the job, accuracy, consistency, and their overall performance and character. Blair says getting satisfaction from understanding the environment the employee works in and how it can improve on keeping it working for the future. The challenges he feels are the toughest part of managing is making sure employees are really being heard and communicating, because it can be very annoying when an employee leaves him left in the dark. Lessons learned from Blair Davis about people management. Communication: to effectively communicate by being accessible to the employees and empowering them to meet the expectation of their job while understanding how to utilize their strengths. Flexibility: I will be prepared for any situation by quickly being proactive in problem solving. Motivation: I can keep employees excited about supporting it by supporting and encouraging them to contribute to the work they do by giving them the desire to take on more responsibilities, resulting in enhanced loyalty through incentives. Recognition: shed light on the amazing things my employees do. Open minded: finding a common connection through shared vision when working with others, allowing the manifestation of the creative ideals, building a stronger company culture. And performance feedback: explain the task to the employees that they perform well by reviewing their accomplishments and shedding light on the areas that need improvement, helping increase knowledge to enhance employees' success. The most valuable thing that I learned from him was to value myself and value the employees to inspire them to do great jobs. Lessons learned about my abilities. Although learning what a studio manager does was helpful in gaining knowledge about the behind the scenes process of the recording studio, my passion is A&R, artist development, and promotions. My strength is in people management skills are focusing on the team interests, supporting them, inspiring and encouraging employees, setting clear goals, and having open communication while leading by example to support the vision of the company, and having integrity to be straightforward and honest about expectations. My weakness: I know little about the recording equipment and how to fix issues that might arise during a recording session. I would need to spend more time in the studio, which I do now, to continue to learn those things. Finally, here are my references and other important information. Thank you for your time. I had a great time sharing with you today.